Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am the Channeling Goddess. If you are new here, hi, hello. If you are returning back, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a reading, a pick a card reading, specifically all about the messages our ancestors have been trying to give to us, okay? So as you can see here, we have three piles that we're going to be doing today. So before we kind of dive into everything, as always, if you are looking for a message that is specific to you, it is helpful that you set your intention for that, okay? So if there's a certain color, a certain theme that you want to see, a certain tarot card that you want to see, or color, whatever the case may be, set the intention with spirit that you see that throughout this reading or throughout whatever pile that you pick to know that you're in the right pile. I would also say it is helpful to tap into your own intuition, and one of the ways I like to do this is by putting my feet in the grass and or taking 3 mindful deep breaths. You want to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. This just helps you get more in tune with your own intuition and help you to be able to receive the messages that spirit has for you, okay? So today, like I said before, we have 3 piles. So pile number 1 is card 17, which is the Star, Spiritual Rebirth. Card number 2 is the Monarch, Victorious, which is card number 7. And then pile 3, which is card number 43, is Father God, Radical Truth, okay? So if you are ready, I would definitely say get you some coffee, tea, beer, ice cream, whatever floats your boat, and then I will see you in your pile. Bye. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose card number 17, the Star, Spiritual Rebirth, then this is your pile. Now, the first thing I got when I picked up this card, I actually thought that this said spiritual bath. So for some of you, you may need to take a spiritual bath. If you just recently took one, spirit is here to confirm that it did work, right? Whatever you were cleansing off of yourself, it did work. For others of you, you may have been dreaming about being someone different, and what I mean by that is it feels like you're in your body, but what is happening, your body itself feels new. And I know that's kind of weird to explain. So imagine if you inhabited an alien's body, right? Like your soul, your essence was in an alien's body. Everything was new to them, but it felt the same to you. So for some of you, you may be going through a complete and utter rebirth. Things may be changing. You may experience a tower moment, and this doesn't necessarily have to be something that's bad, because if I'm not mistaken, the tower card comes before the Star card. So you may have already experienced a tower moment, and now you're rebuilding yourself. You're vulnerable, you're open. And spirit is, I'm hearing spirit say, this is exactly where we want you to be. Some of you, you have been awakened to a whole new way of thinking, a whole new way of life. And this could be a bit uncomfortable for you because you're having, you're in a place of just pure and utter vulnerability. And it could be a place that you're not used to being in. It could be very uncomfortable. But spirit is saying that I'm hearing you're exactly where we need you to be. Okay. So I'm going to read this card from the book. So it says, hello, season of renewal. This is sunshine after the storm. You have been through it. Like those who came before you are more than a survivor. You are a thriver. Others are seeing your beauty inside and out. Being vulnerable can feel emotionally awkward, but allow your vulnerability to be a strength and superpower. Come as you are. Step into the limelight. Be seen, be heard, be a movement. You are the star of your own show called life. You are blessed. This is a lush, beautiful, fertile season of transformation for you. You are nourishing the earth, and the earth is nourishing you. Trust your inner guidance, as you are perfectly, divinely aligned. New ideas are flowing to you. Allow yourself to receive. Okay. So ancestral memory for this card, it says the star was inspired by the Chibados, the third gender people of Nidango, I hope I'm saying that right, and Matambo. These trans feminine people were revered as deeply intuitive with powerful magic. All things are possible, my child. You are in the flow. You have been chosen to dream bigger and expand your bloodline. Be generous and loving. Share your wealth. So if you think about the traditional tarot deck, this would be the Star card, right? So this is about you being unapologetically you, right? This is about you not holding yourself to other standards. Your ancestors are coming through to say that you are, like, if you've been a follower this whole time but you felt called to do something else, your ancestors are coming through to say that you are an innovator, you are a creator, you are someone who actually start trends, you set them, right? This could be in fashion, this could be in tarot reading, this could be in oracle reading, this could be psychic, it could be anything, but you are in a place of rebirth. If this has not happened to you, it is coming for you very soon. It could be the 17th of a month. You could be turning 17. This could be happening in 17 days or weeks. So be prepared, because this, if you're not in the star card right now, you're probably getting ready to go through the tower moment, because the tower moment comes before the star. So you may be going through a drastic change that could be coming for you very, very soon. But your ancestors are here to say, after that change is beautiful rebirth. Now you will feel like cut open, you will feel vulnerable, but just know that your ancestors are here and they are around to help you and support you. And this is the message that they're giving you, right? You're going through this rebirth for a reason. There's a reason that it is now your time to go through this, okay? So we're going to shuffle a couple of cards. We're going to do the money cards just to see if, we can get some additional messages about what this rebirth actually is, okay? Spirit, can we get a couple of cards, please, for pile number 1? Okay, we got a flyer here. We have setbacks. It says taking 1 step forward only to take 2 steps back. Setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase. You can't expect different results if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, for some of you, that setback is your tower moment. This is your tower moment coming through to say that we're shaking things up. You've been doing the same thing, expecting a different result, and you haven't gotten a different result and you don't know why. So this tower moment is coming in to shake you up. So it's almost like your ancestors are warning you that the reason why it's happening is because of this rebirth. And look at this. You have shift. It says you are taking your career in a totally different direction. So for some of you, this is about your career. It says have the courage to change courses, continue to grow, and embrace learning. You've reached the end of the road where you can't continue. So for some of you, this shift is happening because you're at the end of the road. I'm literally hearing, what is the song? I've come to the end of the road and I can't let go. And then look under there, we got settling. But on top of that was manifesting. It says all the tools you need to increase your income are within your reach. Great things are coming your way soon. An opportunity may arise for you to showcase your talent. So for some of you, you're going to be put in the spotlight and you're not really, I wouldn't be surprised if the spotlight is not your cup of tea. I would not be surprised if you're like, yeah, can anybody else do this? Like, I'm good with not having to do this. But your ancestors are coming through to say that it is your time and you are going to be put out, like I'm hearing put out in Front Street. For some of you, you've been manifesting this without realizing what you're manifesting. And I feel like this picture right here where the person is standing in the middle and all of these people are around them, that feels to me like you're going to be very exposed. And that's kind of like, if you know anything about the star card, that's what it feels like. It feels like exposure. Like you're starting new, but usually the individual depicted in a star card is naked, okay? They've been stripped, everything has been stripped away and they're starting new. For some of you, this is a lot of you actually, you've manifested this stripping away. You've manifested this tower moment, right? Because you may have been saying it in a way of saying like, I don't understand why things aren't working out for me. I don't understand how I haven't gotten better. I don't understand how I haven't gotten this or I haven't gotten that. And your ancestors are coming through to say, we're shifting things. Like, it's not going to look the way you thought it was going to look. You thought it was going to be easy peasy. But for some of you, this is a complete shakeup, a complete shift of what's going on in your life. And for some of you, this is about your job. So you could be losing your job, or you could be going into a completely different department or a completely different role, and you may not feel quite ready for it, okay? So we're going to get some romance and love cards just to see if, we can get some messages for those of you that where this work message doesn't apply. Maybe the love message will apply to you. Okay, Spirit, can we get a couple of cards, please, for pile number 1? Okay, we got 3. I'm going to show them to you. So we have voids. It says avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. You have unseen. Love can be blind. Ensure you're not overlooking red flags. And then adventure, it says seek adventure together. It adds excitement to your journey. And then bottom deck energy is window. It said a new adventure in love is coming, get ready. So for some of you where love is probably more prevalent for you, you've been avoiding some things and you've been living in a void. You know, it's giving sight unseen, right? You've been avoiding some things, and there is, yeah, look at this surprise. There are some things that are about to happen. Some things are going to be revealed to you, and you will have the opportunity to go on a whole new adventure, to completely start over. But right now you are like, picture yourself sitting at a window, right? Looking outside. You're inside, but you're looking outside through the window, and you're seeing all the beautiful things that are happening outside, but you're not a part of it. Spirit is saying this reawakening, your ancestors are coming through to say that this reawakening is so that you can be on the other side of that window, so that you're not just watching people live their life, that you're actually living the life you've always wanted to live. You may be the type of person who get lost in videos of other people having a good time. You may find yourself being very envious of those people, saying like, why can't it be me? I would do such and such and such if I had this opportunity. And you're going to get it. It's not going to come the way you thought it was going to come. It's going to come in a different form and fashion for you. But a lot of times when we're looking at people on social media, we assume that they got there, pretty easy. We don't see all the hard work in the background. And Spirit is saying you've asked to be on the other side of the window. So we're going to pretty much strip you bare and put you on the other side of the window. For some of you, this could be you coming from behind the camera. This could be you putting your face out there. You could be you putting your name out there. You could be starting a business. So just keep that in mind, okay? Let's get a couple of cards, please, from your ancestors in regards to this Star Rebirth card. Can we get some cards, please? Ancestors, what other messages do you have for pile number 1? Got some flyers over here. Okay. Wow, we have the sleeper, cause and effect, clarity. Yep, you've been sleeping a long time. I just heard that your ancestors say you've been asleep a long time and it's time for you to wake up. There's so much that they have for you to do, but you've been sleeping. You've been sleeping on yourself. Wow. For some of you, you've been sleeping on yourself. You've been watching other people live this grand life, and you could have had the same life too, but you've been sleeping on yourself. And it makes sense because we got this unseen right here. You've been sleeping on yourself, and now your ancestors are coming through to give you clarity. Then we have the witch, experimentation, rebellion. For some of you, what you want to do could feel a bit rebellious. It could feel like, you're worried about doing this because you're like, I've never seen anybody do anything like this. And there's a reason why no one has done this, because it's weird. You're not meant to be for everybody. Like I'm seeing there's a card, and I can't remember what deck is in, but it basically says you're not for everybody. Pile number 1, that is you. You are not for everybody, and you're about to learn that. For some of you, the hard way. You're about to learn this the hard way, but you are not for everybody, okay? Some of the things that you want to do is experimental, but it's because you are a witch in the making. And if you don't resonate with the word witch, I know because it has such a negative connotation, but if you don't resonate with the word witch, you're an alchemist. You are, shifting things around. You are recreating your own atmosphere. You're recreating your own energy. You're recreating it in your image, okay? And you are moving forward. And then we have the Pilgrim. It says opportunities and growth, which is crazy because when I was shuffling, yep, it's still under here. Look at this, opportunity. So opportunity is definitely coming in for you, for a lot of you actually. And that's why you had to go through that rebirth. You had to let a lot of things go so that you could be prepared for what's coming in for you, okay? Let's get you some abundance cards from the Divine Abundance deck. Spirit, can we get some cards, please? What messages do the ancestors have for pile number 1, please? And I almost said 2, so you might want to check out power 2 if you feel called. Detachment. It says with detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of particular desires. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. So for some of you, you're definitely detaching from some things. You're letting some things go, which is where you need to be. In order to get to where you had to get to, you had to detach, you had to let it go. And that was your tower moment. If it hasn't happened already, it's coming, but that is your tower moment. You're going to be detaching maybe from friends, family, places, people, things, ideas, beliefs. You're completely detaching. And that's why you're in this, rebirth phase that's coming in for you. Let's get you some other cards. Can we get one more card as well as a bottom deck energy, please, for pile number 1? Okay, we got too many cards. We're going to keep shuffling. Then we got, look, we have love. We have non-duality and inner power. I'm going to keep shuffling, but I wanted you to see what came out, okay? Can we get one card, please, for pile number 1? One card. Okay. So they must be meant to come out because they came out again. So I'm going to leave them out here. We have non-duality. It says, let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. Then we have love. It says, divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. And then we have inner power. It says, give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So for a lot of you, you're getting ready to go through this tower moment because you're asking for the courage to walk away, to say no more. You're asking for the courage to move forward and to know your worth. Look, bottom deck energy. It says, you have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. So for some of you, this is about you. Wow. I was getting ready to say this is about you learning to love yourself. And it was literally like this. You're about to learn to love yourself. This is a lot of self-love. For others of you, this could be about a relationship. But I'm really heavily feeling that this is about self-love for a lot of you that are here in this pile. Okay, let's get you some clarifying messages. This is the love and career clarifying. Okay. We have fulfill promise. It says, stay committed to your path, for each step forward brings you closer to your destined fulfillment. Excuse me. So for some of you, this is about a promise that spirit made to you, right? You may see feathers when this promise starts to come to fruition, hummingbirds as well. But this is a promise spirit made to you that's finally being fulfilled. That's why it's coming now. It's divine timing. It literally is divine timing because it could not have happened at any other time in any other way. Okay. Wow. Enjoy the journey. It says, embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. So you're definitely about to go on a journey. Things are about to completely change for you, and I want you to be prepared for this, okay? And then your bottom deck energy says, answers unfold. It says, keep your mind open and be willing to learn from these experiences. So for some of you, this journey that you're going on, there have been a lot of answers or questions that you have asked the universe, and during this journey is when those questions will be answered. Okay, now let's get you some cards from the angel number deck. This may be when your ancestors are trying to reach out to you and have a conversation to you, so they may show you these numbers or these signs. Okay, wow, that was quick. We have 5555. Okay, clarity. It says great transformation, major changes, opportunity. You got opportunity again. Fast pace forward process. It says you aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to the shift. You got shift again. Wow. It says everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. So you're definitely getting clarity. Wow. And I didn't even realize that. The sleeper, you got clarity. You're getting clarity on this path forward. It is like you're definitely going through a transformation. There are major changes coming from you, which is why you're being stripped so bare, right? It's almost like think of like a baby deer learning to walk. That's what this is going to feel like you're starting all back over. Okay. Let's get one other card and then a bottom deck energy. One other card, please. Okay, I'm going to show you both. We have 8888, personal power, and then 1011, take action. Okay, I'm going to keep shuffling because they came out a little weird. So I'm going to keep shuffling, and I only wanted one anyway. Okay, all right, Spirit, can we? Okay. We have 1616. It says readjustments, overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support, and comfort. It says your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic relationship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall into place. So for some of you, this is about, like, I'm hearing like a long lost love. This could be somebody that you really wanted a relationship with in the past and they're coming back. For others of you, this is a completely new person. You're finally finding your soulmate. But in order for you to do so, you had to be stripped bare. Everything had to be just moved away from you, which is why you moved through that tower moment, so that you can not only be open enough to accept this person, but more like, it's almost like you needed to learn to love yourself so that you can recognize when love comes in for you. Okay. Then we have 1818, willpower. It says achievements, success, striving forward, prosperity, go-getters, courage, luck. It says, wow, significant events are on the cards for you. You will progress in your endeavors and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put on your path. An excellent proposal of change is coming up. You're destined for greatness. This is your ancestors coming through to say that there is so much greatness that is coming for you, but you have to have the willpower to go there, right? Readjust, reassess, get some clarity. Because I imagine after you go through this tower moment, there will be a lot of instability, right? But Spirit is asking, your ancestors are asking you to reassess, right? Pull on that willpower that you know that's already within you. Also, I would say pull on the power of your ancestors. That's why they're here. They're here to say that you can hang on to us. We understand that this is a tumultuous time. We understand that this is difficult, but we are here so that if you need to pull on our energy, you absolutely can. If you need to reach out to us for help, for protection, then you can absolutely do that. Okay. So pile number 1, this is all of the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me all the way to the end. And I will see you next time in your next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose card number 7, the Monarch Victorious, then this is your pile. So the first thing that I got from this card is there's a lot of forward movement coming for you. You may have felt stagnant. You may have felt stuck in whatever place you're in right now, and then all of a sudden there may be a lot of forward movement where you get these brilliant ideas, or you just feel energized to do a lot. Spirit is, your ancestors are coming through to say that that is us behind you. Like, I'm seeing like physically someone take a whip and like hitting a horse, like to get them to go. That's what I'm saying in my mind's eye. Your ancestors are saying that we had to put you on pause for a minute, right? We had to hold you up for a second. There were some things that we needed to take care of. There were some things that you needed to take care of spiritually, mentally. But now that those things have been solved, now that those things have been taken care of, we want to move you forward, right? We want to move, is giving onward and upward forward movement. For some of you, you are embodying a lot of your masculine energy, because I don't know if you noticed this, but the person on this card is actually feminine. But we would assume that this person is masculine just because of the way that they're sitting and how they're depicted. Even how, if I'm not mistaken, in her story, she even has like a little beard here. Like, it was designed specifically for that. So for some of you, you may be going into your more masculine energy. You may be into like a little bit more, because I'm hearing hustle culture. So you may be like really hustling really hard. And I'm hearing over the next 6 to 7 months, you may be doing a whole lot of work now, putting in the hard work now, so that later on you can sit back and you can just let things flow in. But for right now, you're really going to move into a very fast-paced situation. I would not be surprised if, so let's say, give an example. Let's say you haven't had a job for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months or 6 months or even a year, and all of a sudden, not only do you start getting calls back, but you get more than one. Like, there are several jobs reaching out to you, and you're going to have to decide what you want to do. It's almost like it's that kind of energy where you went from just quiet, almost dead silent, to like noise and moving forward. Like, I'm literally hearing like galloping of horses in my ear. That's what I'm hearing. So for some of you, that may be what it's going to be like for you. It's going to go from just it's been really quiet and everything has been soft till bam, just out of nowhere, things are going to start moving forward for you and you're going to be victorious, right? Specifically, I am hearing that if you have been wanting to start a business, if you have been wanting to go full time on social media, this is something that's about to happen. You could also be getting ready to go viral if that is something that you're interested in. For some reason, I keep hearing I'm Just an Icon Living by, I think the song is called Icon by Jaden Smith. For some of you, that's the energy you're about to embody. You're literally just going to be an icon, right? People are going to want to gravitate towards your energy. People are going to feel called, to be around you. For some of you, you haven't started a business because you've been afraid of how it's going to turn out. You've been thinking to yourself, like, what if it fails? And your ancestors are saying, we don't have time. We don't have time for you to like freak out about what we've already given you. We don't have time for you to freak out about the path that we've laid before you. This is forward movement, right? So we're just going to kick you into gear. It's almost like I'm like hearing your ancestors say, we're going to kick your ass, like not in a beat you up kind of way, but like put fire under your ass and get you to move, right? Because you are now in a time and in a situation where it is prime time for you to do this. Now, I know some people may be thinking, oh, we're about to go into a recession, and your ancestors are saying this has nothing to do with you. There is certain people who are not even going to be touched and affected by what's about to happen, and you are one of those people. So I want to tell you that if you're freaking out, if you're worried about, like, I'm going to pour all this money into this situation and it's not going to work out, I'm going to pour all my time and love and sweat and tears into all of this and it's not going to work out, that is not true. Your ancestors are saying you are going to be victorious. Okay. I'm going to read this book, this card from the book. So it says, take a deep breath and buckle up. It says, you will overcome this challenge. You are loved, you are protected, you are supported, and your hard work is paying off in a big way. Your vision is meeting your drive. Look at that. Will you look at that? It says, call your power back to you now and move forward. There is no need to be uncertain. What did I say? You are going to be protected. You are going to be safe. You don't have to worry about what other people are worrying about. Like, I'm literally hearing in my mind, like, you don't have to worry about the peasants. I don't know why your ancestors said that. I don't know if that's a saying that you say, but literally your ancestors are saying you don't have to worry about uncertainty. We've already laid the path for you. You just have to move. It says you are on the right path, but your confidence and determination are needed. Oh my God. Take charge. Picture you rolling in a chariot heralded by sphinxes. You are regal. It says the monarch is depicted by Hephaestus. I think is how you say her name. It says the Egyptian queen who was crowned king in her own right. She wore a beard. And what did I say? Oh, I didn't even realize that. You could be definitely transforming into your more masculine energy. It says she wore a beard to signify that she was as powerful as any man. There was a failed attempt to erase her from history. Okay. It said, it's go time, my child. If we fail to plan, we plan to fail. For many of your ancestors, planning was a luxury they did not have. This is your nudge to keep going. Get your strut on. It says you have royalty in your DNA. Your ancestors are coming through to say that you have us in your DNA, right? You have us. We're protecting you. We're looking out for you. And we're like, you don't want to move. So we're about to light a fire under your ass. So I want to tell you that if you have some ideas, if you have some things that you want to do, you want to go down an entrepreneur path, definitely start planning now, because I would not be surprised if in the next 7 days, things just really start moving for you. You may be surprised. Like, let's say you have a product that you've told like maybe 1 or 2 people about. You may have people reach out to you and say, hey, listen, I want to buy blah, 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 blah from you. And you're like, well, I don't, like I haven't decided to do anything. And they're like, oh my God, like I was going to pay you blah, 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 blah. It's almost like that. Like it's going to come out of nowhere and you're going to do it or they're going to push you to do it. Like the vision that I'm getting is, I'm getting 2 visions. Okay. I'm getting somebody sitting on like a chariot, like a horse drawn carriage, right? and they do this to get the whip and to get the horse to going. And then some of you are sitting on this carriage, you got your head turned, you're looking around everywhere else, and then the whip is cracked, not by you, by your ancestors. The whip is cracked, and then the horse take off, and you're just trying to hang on for dear life. I would advise you to go with option number 1. If this is you, I would advise you to go to option number 1. For some of you, this is about love. You may have recently been dreaming about a partner. I just wanted to put that out there because I was reminded of a dream that I had. So you may be dreaming about a partner, but seriously, I would definitely say if you have the opportunity to plan, which a lot of you do, if you have the opportunity to plan, do it now, because it's going to be like, it's like a fire is going to be lit under you and you're not going to be able to slow it down. Okay. And I don't know why, because sunflowers, I always have sunflowers here because I love sunflowers, but sunflowers, I'm getting drawn to those right now. The color yellow may be significant for you. You may start to see moon, like the crescent moon specifically everywhere. You may start to see sunflowers everywhere. That could be your sign that things are about to take off. It's also giving like summer energy for some reason. So for a lot of you, you've been hearing this already. For some of you, this is not new. You've been told that during the summer things are going to take off for you, and then we're in July and you're like, oh well, yeah. But your ancestors never said if it was going to be in the beginning of summer, in the middle of summer, or the end of summer, okay? And for some of you, this is about to happen now, okay? So let's get you some cards from the manifesting deck, okay? Oh, it's the manifesting oracle deck. Let's get you some cards, okay? All right, how many do we get? Okay, perfect. We have universal design. It says, set yourself as a part of a sacred web giving life to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. To me, this is spirit coming back out to say, your ancestors as well, coming back out to say that if you don't have a plan, what did it say in the book? Hold on. If we fail to plan, we plan to fail. Yes, that's what it is. If we fail to plan, then we plan to fail. Okay. Your ancestors are coming through to ask you to collaborate with them. They're asking you to be one with them. They're asking you to let them in. For some of you, your ancestors have been trying to get your attention for a while, and they're asking to be let in so that they can give you the help that you need. And then it has cross of faith. It says balance effort with trust and intention with surrender. I make my dreams real. So for some of you, this is a dream becoming reality. This is something you've always wanted to do. And then we have answers revealed. It says, sitting quietly with spirit helps you find the wisdom you need. Spirit speaks in silence. So for some of you, your ancestors have been asking you to go into meditation. They've been asking you to sit in silence so that they can give you the messages that you need to hear. And you have not done it yet, right? So I would definitely advise you, even if you, like some people say, I don't know how to meditate. You know, I sit down and my mind goes like on a tangent and so many thoughts. And I think that that's such a huge misconception, because the goal of meditation is not to clear your mind. That is not, or at least in my personal opinion, it is not the goal to clear your mind. The goal of meditation is to sit there, to acknowledge the thoughts and to move forward, right? To sit in peace, to sit in harmony, to sit and listen to the messages that are meant to be coming from you from spirit. Because if it's just complete silence, right? If the goal is to empty your mind, right? If that is the goal, then how can you hear when spirit talks to you? How can you hear it? You can't, right? So sometimes even people, I always encourage people to meditate through music, because I love music, right? I lose myself in a song, right? I lose myself in a good, classical music piece, right? For some people, we are not able to slow our mind down like that. So music is helpful, and spirit can speak to you. Your ancestors can speak to you through music. I will also say, if you want a sign from your ancestors, if you want a sign from your spirit guides, take your playlist and shuffle it and say, Spirit, give me a song of a message that I need to hear right now. Oh, Spirit, I'm trying to do blah, 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 blah. Give me a sign that I'm on the right path. Okay. That is definitely something you can do, but I'm definitely telling you, like, you need to be in meditation and silence. And I don't mean like clear your mind. I mean, no talking. Right? There will be, I used to do this, and I think I'm going to start back doing it, where every week I would take 10 to 20, maybe even sometimes 30 minutes, and I would just sit in silence with no expectations. And I think that's important. I didn't have any expectations like I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get this great revelation. Nope. I would just sit in silence and I wouldn't pick up my phone. There would be no TV on, nothing. Just complete and utter silence. And I think that it may be an exercise that you need to practice because your ancestors are trying to reach out to you, but you're not quiet enough so that you can listen. Okay. Some of you may be clairaudient as well. I'm getting that as well. Okay. All right. So let's get you some cards from the soul contract. That was quick. It says, gateway of awakening. A new path is unfolding. Step through this gate to expand your consciousness and awaken to higher truth. It says spiritual awareness, new horizons, conscious elevation. So your ancestors are saying that there is a lot of elevation that they want to bring to you, right? To elevate your consciousness, to shift your way of thinking, right? So you're definitely going to go through a great awakening very soon. Part of it could be this chariot movement this movement forward with the chariot card here. It could definitely be that your ancestors, they have something spiritual for you that they want you to do. And you've been dragging your feet or you've been afraid. People have made you feel crazy for feeling the way you feel or thinking the way you're thinking, and a new gateway is about to be open for you. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not the type of person who get headaches, that you start getting headaches more often. And to me, what's coming through for me, because I can't speak for every reader, but what's coming through for me is those headaches could be part of downloading information. Now, I am not a healthcare professional. If you feel like you need to go to the doctor, absolutely 110% do so. But I'm telling you what I'm getting. You may start to have more headaches. You may even develop migraines, and I hope you don't, because migraines are a bitch. But you might. Okay, let's get you to thank you, Spirit. Spiritual circle. It says your soul is connected to a circle of spirits. Together you share a mission that unites your heart across time and space. Soul circle, energetic connection, shared purpose. For some of you, your soul tribe is about to come in. That message to me, it feels like it's about your soul tribe getting ready to come in. And it may come in rather fast. You may realize that you're making friends out of nowhere. But your soul tribe is coming in. For others of you, this is your ancestors surrounding you. This is your spirit circle. Your ancestors are surrounding you and letting you know that you're going to be protected. But there is some things that you have to do, right? You can't sit still. You can't not do anything and just be like, oh, I'm gonna wait and frolic in the sunset. No. And then I will also say, because I'm noticing here that there is a person here by themselves and a person here by themselves. But if you notice, the things that they're looking toward are like pretty huge, and your ancestors are saying, if I'm for you, who can be against you, right? Your ancestors are saying that, you know, our presence is so much bigger than what you think you're about to experience. You may feel small in the grand scheme of things, but understand that your ancestors are here to support you and protect you. Okay. And then bottom deck energy is inner balance. It says inner balance is the cornerstone of soul growth. Find it and fear nothing. It says self-harmony, peaceful heart, outer unity. So for some of you, to me, this is just going right back to spirit, and your ancestors want you to sit down and be quiet, because I'm literally hearing the word be quiet. They want you to sit down and be quiet and be one with them. They want you to be in this energy with them so that you can connect with them, so that you can be, so you can hear the messages that they are trying to give you. I would definitely say, if you are not the type of person who meditate, you might want to start now, because you have it in, like, to me, this card right here shows this person look like they're meditating. You have two people here who are meditating. Like, that is your ancestors coming through to say that this is something that you need to do. You may also be a Libra, because I'm noticing the scales here and here. For some of you, you need that balance in your life, and that's why this is coming through, because you've been in one, like, almost on a hamster wheel, and your ancestors and your spirit guides are coming through to say that you've been in a hamster wheel of nothing. I just heard that. You've been on a hamster wheel of nothing, and now they're moving you toward a more victorious path, but they need you to be one with him. They need you to learn inner balance. Okay. So we're going to pull from the Goddess Oracle deck. So the Goddess Power Oracle deck. Just give me one card, please, as well as a bottom deck energy for pile number 2. Thank you. We have Rhea Flow. Yep, number 44. So you may be seeing the number 4 a lot. For some of you may be seeing the number 7 too. Excuse me. And then we have bottom deck energy, which is Isis rebirth. So for some of you may be coming from pile number 1, because I was actually getting ready to talk about pile number 1. You could be coming from pile number 1 because I think the card that they got talked about rebirth as well. Yeah, it was a spiritual rebirth. So for some of you, you've gone through this rebirth. You're coming out of the fire. And I want you to notice how I talked about the sunflowers. Look at these yellow. They look like daisies to me. So yellow could definitely be coming out a lot for you. You could be seeing the color yellow, and I didn't even realize that. You got it here, here, here. So it may be coming out for you as well. I am going to read card number 44, Rhea, from the book, just to see if we get any additional messages. But the first thing that's coming through for me is that you have been selling yourself short, and you've been sitting back and waiting for things to happen, and you're like, this is it feels like spirit just wants you to go with it. Like when the chariot takes off, spirit wants you to go with it. Don't fight it, because if you fight it, you're not going to do anything but harm yourself. If you're trying to slow, like let's say the chariot is taking off and it took off a little bit too fast and you weren't prepared, and now you're trying to slow the chariot down, spirit is saying, do not slow the chariot down. It is forward movement. You need to be in flow with the chariot. Learn how to catch up. Okay. So it says, Rhea, it says, do you notice how when you're in alignment with the universe, everything in your life just seems to flow? It says the Greek goddess Rhea, whose very name means flow and ease, comes to let you know that you're entering such a time. While the flow state is not permanent for most people, it's a beautiful feeling that allows you to lose yourself in the rhythm. It's as if you're traveling down a magical stream where ideas and insights pour through you from a vast source of information that is gifted to you. Didn't I say that in the beginning, that you may have all these ideas that are starting to come to you? You may feel inspired. A lot of inspiration may come to you. It's just confirmation. It says, the way to ensure you remain in the beautiful energy as long as you can is to observe your life with relaxed intention, listening to the guidance presented to you as you move forward without resistance or fixed ideas. It says you can enter a flow state anytime you're willing to release your expectation. It requires trust, and the goddess Rhea ensures your boat will never capsize as you move from a slow stream to a rapid river. What did I say about that rapid movement? It's just confirmation. You've been going like, oh, I'm going to frolic in the sunset. I'm going to lay back on the chariot, and then the chariot just takes off. Okay. There's a lot of forward movement coming for you. Quick forward movement. Because I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I think it's the 8 of Wands, where there's a lot of forward fast movement coming toward you. That's what I'm seeing. It says sometimes you may find yourself in a stagnant state where nothing seems to be moving. The flow between you and the universe is blocked. It says this can happen when you fear that your desires won't be met, and also when things are not moving quickly and seemingly in a different direction from what you expected. What did I say? You've been beating yourself up like, what if it doesn't work? And what if I blah, 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 blah. And that's what's been slowing you down, and you're not going to be slowed down anymore. It says, the goddess Rhea reminds you that when you trust the flow state, you'll find an opportunity to flow around and bend you've not discovered yet. It says her alignment task for you is to let you go on the branch of the branch and allow yourself to be carried on the river of your life into parts of the river you have not yet traveled through. It says she will ensure that although you will experience unfamiliar and unexpected things, releasing the form of it all will only result in the discovery of magic and miracles. It says let go and allow the flow to do the rest. You'll be amazed at how effortless life becomes. So like once you get into this flow, right? Once you stop fighting it, because some of you are going to fight, even though I told you not to. Some of you are going to fight this flow, and we get it, right? Your ancestors are coming through to say, we get it. We understand that you're going to fight this at some point, but we need you to, if you need to get the fight out your system, get it out your system, and then just let things flow. Let things flow, let it go. Be in the moment, okay? Understand that it's coming to you now because you're ready, even if you don't think you are. Even if you don't think you are, you're ready, okay? Let's get you 2 cards from the Divine Abundance deck, okay? Spirit, can we get 2 cards, please, for pile number 2? Just 2 cards for them. Messages that they need to hear right now. Yep, thank you. We have invite help. It said, invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. This is your ancestors coming through to say, we're here to help you. All you have to do is reach out your hand and ask for it. And then we have expansiveness. It says, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So for some of you, you're going through a very expansive stage in your life, or space in your life. You, like we talked about, new horizons, conscious evolution, or elevation, sorry. You could be definitely going into a place where you're expanding, where you're growing. For some of you, this could be your business that got really stagnant, or your relationship that got stagnant, and now it's moving rather quickly, and it's because you asked for help. And then your bottom deck energy is freedom. It says, I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bond. So for some of you, this is definitely spirit, your ancestors coming through to say that we are definitely going to be releasing you, but you have to go with the flow. That's another thing. We're going to release you. Okay, you asked for this thing, we're going to give it to you. But you really do have to be willing to go with the flow, because if you ask for something and then it's given to you and then you fight it every step of the way, why did you ask for it? Okay, let's get 2 cards from this deck. Oh, okay. We have Dream Thief. It says refusal of the call. Jesus. Pile number 2. Your ancestors are calling you out right now. They've been trying to get you to do this for quite some time, and you've been refusing it. You've been the thief of your own dreams, of your own goals, things that you wanted to do. And they've been calling out to you, and that's why that's why you're getting this Chariot card, right? They want you to know, one, this endeavor that you're trying to do is going to be victorious, right? But it's almost, I kid you not, I keep getting the image of like your ancestors taking a whip and like hitting the horse, and the chariot just takes off. Okay, it just like, I would not be surprised if whatever you're working on, all of a sudden you get this inspiration. You get like, let's say you're starting a business and you have like a checklist. I wouldn't be surprised if you just wake up one day and get like 10, 12 of those things off of your checklist. And it's because that's your ancestors lighting the fire under you. Okay. It says eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Yep. And then your bottom deck energy is galactic mushroom. It says the divine matrix. So what I'm getting specifically from this message here, actually, let me move these over. What I'm getting from these particular 2 cards, the eyes of the eagle, I'm hearing keep your eyes on the prize. It says rising above the fray. To me, this is also talking about you rising above your insecurities, that you're not going to do this well, or that it's not going to work out. You're rising above that. Okay. I'm hearing it's beneath you. Your ancestor is saying that this is beneath you. This attitude, this way that you're thinking is so far beneath you. You are a part of the divine matrix. You are growing. You are being birthed into this world through whatever endeavor this is. Now, this could be spiritual. This could be this could have some type of monetary value to it. This could be like entrepreneurship, I'm hearing. This could be you getting that dream job that you've always wanted. You're finally going to get that job. And you've been worried because by society standards, maybe you're not necessarily the most qualified individual for this role, but your ancestors are coming through to say that you are more qualified, right? This is about freedom. This is about, you've been asking for help and we're going to give it to you. Okay. I do want to pull you some of these money cards to see if we can get anything specific. Spirit, can we get anything specific, please, for pile number 2? Any specific messages that you want to give pile number 2? Okay. We have mechanic. It says, mend what needs mending. It might be broken, but all is not lost. It says, consider a career as a mechanic in automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. It says you can fix your finances easily, but some sacrifice may be required. So for some of you, this to me is telling me that this forward movement is going to fix a lot of things in your life. For some of you, you could actually be a mechanic, but for others of you, this is about you fixing things in your life. This is about you fixing the health of your finances. This forward movement, this thing that you want to do is really going to transform your finances. You're going to feel more free. Your finances are definitely going to grow, but you're definitely going to feel more freedom with however your finances are turning out. Something about you not having to worry about bills. Like if you want to go on a vacation, you can actually do that without worrying about, okay, I have to, rob Peter to pay Paul in order to go on this vacation or do something nice for myself or my kids. Like that is not going to be your reality. And then we have transporter. Okay. The fact that you got transporter and your main card was the chariot is, to me, it's just confirmation. Okay. It says this card is a sign that things will start moving for you quickly. Wow. It says a career in transportation such as travel, driving, or shipping could appeal to you. For some of you, you're starting a business where you're shipping things out. For others of you, you're about to be an influencer that travels, okay? It says you may need to travel for work or take action on financial matters. So to me, this is definitely Spirit saying pay attention to your finances for sure. Things are about to take off for you rather quickly. You got it in the chariot card, and then you got it here with the transporter card. I don't know how much more clearer Spirit can make this to you. Like things are about to pick up and they're about to take off, okay? Bottom deck energy is peacemaker. It says you are being urged to apply diplomacy and tact in a difficult situation. It says consider careers in politics, negotiations, union, contracts, or peacemaking. Adopt a win-win attitude when negotiating business deals. So for some of you, you're about to negotiate a business deal. You're about to negotiate some type of business deal. You're about to negotiate some type of contract that's coming in. And Spirit wants you to keep in that winning mindset. Spirit wants you to keep that mindset of the fact that you're actually winning and things are getting better for you. Spirit wants you to hold on to that mindset, okay? I'm trying to get these tea leaf oracle cards because I definitely want to pull some from here, okay? Let's pull from this tea leaf oracle deck. Let's see, because I love doing this because we get a lot of general messages. We get messages that maybe you've gotten all the way to the end of the reading and you're like, I haven't found anything that resonates with me. Sometimes these tea leaf oracle decks like give general messages. So let's see what comes out, okay? Spirit, can we get some messages for pile number 2? Okay, we have pen is new job / career. Like I'm telling you, for some of you, this may be about love, but for a lot of you, I would say 98% of you, this is about a job or career that's about to take off. This is about you doing entrepreneurship, starting your own business. This is about you putting pen to paper. Look at that. We got pen contract. Like we talked about the contract as well. We have fan. It says romance, celebration, party. So for some of you, you're going to be celebrating an achievement. For others of you, this is definitely, some of you, this is about romance. And I mentioned that, right? For some of you, this could be around romance. For others of you, you're about to celebrate an accomplishment, right? Something that you've wanted, a wish fulfillment is definitely about to come true for you. So keep that in mind, okay? Let's get some more cards for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Can we get some cards for pile number 2? Thank you. We have Mountain Road. It says you are on the road to success. Wow, that is wow. Listen, victorious success. Then you have Bear. It says danger, especially in money matters. Be careful. I want to say this. Be careful of people who try to latch onto your chariot. Be careful of people who try to ride your coattails to the top, because you're definitely going to the top. Some of you could have come from pile number 1 and you've already been through that tower moment, and now things are progressing quite quickly for you. Be careful of people who are trying to ride your coattails to the top, okay? Then we have Tankard. It says celebration, fun, enjoyment. And then we have Diamond. It says you will be receiving or giving a precious gift. So for some of you, this is that contract that's coming in. For others of you, your relationship could be going to the next level. It could feel like, let's say you recently started seeing somebody and then all of a sudden they pop the question. Your relationship could definitely be moving in a very quick manner. Or you just started talking to somebody, you just started dating, and now they want to go exclusive or official. This person could have I don't want to say obsessive tendencies, but they really, really like you if this is about a relationship. And then we have Chairfield. I didn't even realize that. It says someone new is entering your life. That is crazy. I didn't even realize that's what that card said. Jesus Christ. And then we have Rabbit. It says too much concern with sexual matters. Don't be surprised if this person is like a rabbit with you. And if you know, you know, this person may always want to be around you, on you, in you, just everywhere. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, let's get you some cards, some angel number cards, and these could be just numbers that comes out when you are about to go through this change, or when things are about to speed up for you. I already said 4 could be coming out, 7 as well. But let's see what cards you get. We're gonna get 2 cards in the bottom deck energy. Spirit, can we get 2 cards, please, for pile number 2, please? 2 cards. All right, we have 2112. It says, it's up to you. Someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces, direction. It says, even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams will come true soon. So to me, I don't know what else to tell you this with that card, right? It's self-explanatory, right? That things are definitely going to be moving in your favor. And then we have 888. It says karma, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. What goes around comes around. It says a lot of money is coming your way. What did I say? A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. So for some of you, you haven't really tapped into your full potential yet, and that's why this chariot moment is happening now, to push you forward. And then we have 5555. It's clarity. It says great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast pace, forward. Can't make it up. Process. It says you aren't a victim of circumstances. Rather, you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dull. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you are willing to adapt to this shift. Everything is working out for the best at long last. You are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. So and this came out in pile number 1, so you may actually have come from there as well. But to me, this is definitely your ancestors coming through to say that there is a lot of forward movement. There is a lot of great transformation that's coming in, but it's going to be fast, right? I'm warning you now. It is going to be pretty fast the way that this comes in for you, but just hold on to the reins and enjoy the ride and go with the flow. Okay, pile number 2. So this is all of the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking it out with me all the way to the end, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose card number 44, Father God, Radical Truth, then this is your pile. So the first thing that I've been getting from this card is that there is a truth that's about to be revealed. For some of you, there is a truth that has already been revealed to you, and you have not taken heed to it. You've avoided it. And I today definitely has a theme, right, with these piles. There is a radical truth that you are aware of. You know about it, but you don't want to face it. Right? You would rather bury your head in the sand. You would rather walk away from it. And this has been given to you now because this truth needs to be revealed at this time. There is something that your higher self, and I'm hearing a ringing in my right ear. There is something your higher self needs you to hear. There is a message that you have not quite received yet. For some of you, meditation is going to be key for you. So I think your ancestors, I don't want to say fed up because I don't think that that's the right word. I think that your ancestors are almost like screaming at you to listen to this truth that's being revealed to you. Now, for some of you where you don't quite resonate with this message, there is a truth that is about to be revealed to you. It is some information that you may not necessarily want to hear, or it may have a lot of shock and awe value to it, but it's something that you need to take in, okay? It is a truth that may feel, how do I want to put this? It may feel, because I don't want to use the word radical. It may feel out of the ordinary. It may feel like something that you're not quite used to. It may be a new reality, right? You got to, so not saying that this is going to happen to you, but just give an example, like an extreme example. Let's say you've been married to somebody for 10, 20 years, okay? And you find out this person has cheated on you. Not only have they cheated on you, but they have a child with the other person, right? This is a complete new reality, right? Whether you decide to stay in this relationship, whether you decide to leave this relationship, everything is changing, and it is a complete new reality. Because if you've been with somebody for 10, 20 years, there's a routine, right? There are things that you're used to doing. There are conversations you're used to having with this person, and this new information is going to completely shift how you all interact with each other. Okay. So, and then for some of you, there is a truth that you've been told by another person, and you've been very hesitant to believe that is true. And now your ancestors are coming through to say that this is like, it's a radical truth. It's an uncomfortable truth, but it's one you need to hear. Okay. So let me read this one from the book. Okay. It says, there may be dishonesty or confusion around you, but there is an old saying, the truth will out. Or, as the grandmas used to say, what's done in the dark will soon come to light. What do you believe to be true? The ancestors' energy is focused on righting wrongs and doing the just thing. It is self-compassionate to be truthful with yourself. It is courageous to be truthful with others. If you root yourself in the truth, you cannot fail. It says, Father God shows up as Olofin, I hope I'm saying that right, the omnipresent, omnipotent, because I couldn't quite get that right, omnipotent incarnation of the supreme God in the Yoruba religion. He's the just ruler of heaven and the earth. Allowing yourself to be authentic is a privilege denied to many who came before you. How can you be more of yourself? My beloved child, are you willing to drop the mask at home and in the rest of your life? Okay, so this card says, I keep it real, okay? And it is in regards to the planet Jupiter. So some of you may love the planet Jupiter. It may be a planet that, you resonate with. You may resonate with the message of the planet Jupiter. But some of you need to be honest with yourself about this truth. You need to be honest with yourself. Some of you, this is about you leaving. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could be. But for others of you, this is about you leaving your home. This is about you leaving a country you've always known. This is about you going out and doing something completely different, something you've never done. And some people may feel like it's a bit reckless, it's a bit radical, but it's definitely something that your ancestors have been calling you to do. Now, you'll know if this is for you. If you have not been getting this message, if this does not resonate with you, then this is not your message, because this is all about truth. This is all about radical change. This is all about things happening for a specific reason. So let's pull you a couple of cards from the Soul Contract deck. Let's just see, because I feel like this radical truth is soul deep. This doesn't feel surface level to me. For some of you, it could be, but this feels soul deep. Okay, Spirit, can we get some cards? Oh, that was way too many cards, please, for pile number 3. Can we get some cards for pile number 3? What messages do the ancestors have for pile number 3? We have soul anchor. It says, anchor your soul in stability. It will provide the strength and support you need. Stability, balance, grounded foundations. So for some of you, you've been feeling in a very unanchored situation. Has been feeling very unstable. And for some of you, this truth has been revealed to you and you haven't been the same since. And your ancestors are coming in to say to ground yourself, ground your energy, ground your heart, ground your spirit, because now you need an anchor. You need something stable. Like what I'm seeing is like a ship being tossed in like really high waters, and you need an anchor, something to balance you. And your ancestors are coming through to say that hang on to us, right? If you can't hang on to anybody else in your personal life, hang on to us. And then we have soul guardian. It says your soul guardian is here to protect and guide you. Trust in their presence to strengthen your spirit and lead you on your path. Spiritual protector, personal guidance, inner strength. To me, that's just confirmation of your ancestors coming through to say that we are here. right? We want to protect you. We want to keep you safe. We want to keep you protected from whatever this is. But you're also going to have to face it, right? This is not just saying, oh, we don't want you to deal with this. This is about you dealing with it. This is about you facing it. I'm hearing you need to go through it, not over it, not under it, but through it. So there's no way to avoid whatever this is, this radical truth that's happening. You're just going to have to go straight through it. Okay. Bottom deck energy is inner flame. It said, ignite your inner flame and let it fuel your journey, guiding you to fulfill your soul's vision, passion, drive, soul awakening. So for some of you, this is a call to your new path, right? Oh, wow. And look at this soul alliance. So for a lot of those of us in the collective who have been feeling the energy, we understand that there is a newness that's happening. There is a calling forth of a lot of energy. There is a calling forth of people being called more into their path. People are waking up. So for some of you, that's what this is about. You are waking up to the reality of what really should be, and it's a hard truth to swallow, because now it means that you have to let go of the things that you thought were, the end all be all. You thought you live, you get up, you're born, you have a baby, you get married, you have a picket fence, blah blah blah, then you died, right? And your complete idea of why you are here on this earth could be transforming. It could be changing, and it could be a bit difficult to swallow. Okay, but it is a radical truth that you need to hear now. Okay, let's pull you some cards from the fantasy deck. We have the guide, inheritance, correction. So for some of you, this is about your ancestors coming in to correct your path. You've been going down one path, right? You've been doing one thing, and now it's time to shift and do something else. And that's why this correction is coming in right now. We have the mascara. It says hiding your true self projection. Yeah, for some of you, this radical truth is about you being honest with who you are, being honest with being honest about the truth of what you came here to do, the truth about why you're here on this earth. And then because you could talk about hiding your true self, right? Not the person you present to the world, but your actual true self. And then we have the dancer. It says self-expression, strength. So for some of you, you are going to be in a situation where you're really going to be able to express yourself fully. You're not going to have to hide who you are. You're not going to have to hide who you've always been. Something about this truth that's coming through is going to be freeing for you. And it may not seem like it in the beginning, because you may feel like you're going through a phase where you're just letting go of everything. Everything is like being let go and you're having to start all over again. But there's a reason why this is coming to you now, and it is going to be about freedom. I promise you, it's not going to look like it in the beginning. So, hey, let's call a spade a spade. In the beginning, it is not going to feel like freedom. It is not going to feel like you letting your hair down. What is it? Who is it? Lizzo? It's not going to feel like you doing your hair toss and checking your nails. It's not going to feel like that. In the beginning, it's going to feel like you are in a ship that is being tossed one way and then the other without a clear anchor, okay? And your ancestors are coming through to say, allow us to be your anchor, okay? Let's get you one card from the Shaman Dream deck, just one card, and then the bottom deck energy from your ancestors. What messages do your ancestors have for you? Can we get one card, please? Ancestors, can we get one card? As well as bottom deck energy. I don't know if you guys can hear my neighbors outside. I'm sorry. Let's get one card, please. What messages do pile number 3 need to hear right now? It's a little light so we can see better. Ooh, that's way too many cards. We'll keep shuffling. There we go. Closing door completion. Yeah, for some of you, a door is definitely closing. Things are definitely coming to an end. Things will not be the same, right? There's a completion that's happening. This radical truth is definitely closing doors. And I think that's why you've been afraid, right? Because this radical truth, if you're honest with yourself about this radical truth, then it will eliminate a lot of things from your life, a lot of people, a lot of places, a lot of habits from your life that you may not necessarily be willing or ready to let go of. But It's time. And then your bottom deck energy is repairing the veil, forgiveness. Yeah, you're going to have to learn not to only to forgive others, but yourself, for letting yourself go on like this for so long. Because sometimes we're our own worst critic, right? We beat ourselves up worse than most other people, would. A lot of other people would give us grace, right? But we do not give our own selves grace, okay? And you're going to have to learn to not only forgive yourself, but forgive others. For some of you, this radical truth is about you forgiving others and letting go, right? You've been holding on to it. You've been saying, oh, I can't do this. And, this person did A, B, C, and D to me. And Spirit is saying, like, we're not discounting what happened to you, but we're also saying that you're going to have to take accountability for your actions now. You're going to have to take accountability for how you move forward, okay? Let's get you 2 cards. Okay, was that 2? Wow. Okay, we're going to take them. We have extraordinary. It says, there's a wild impetus, uniqueness to you that deserves to be honored. So some of you are in an extraordinary situation. Your ancestors are saying that you're an extraordinary individual, but you've been holding yourself back based on someone else's perception of what you should do. You've been holding yourself back because you're afraid, and there's a fear there that if you let go of this one thing, you won't get something else. And Spirit, your ancestors are coming through to say that you are an extraordinary person, and what is for you is for you. You are unique. You are unique, right? There is no other person in the world like you. I don't care if you were born a twin. There is no other person on the world, on this earth, who is like you. You are a unique and extraordinary individual, and you need to see yourself that way. And then we have your path. It says, dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. Yes, the path has already been made for you, right? You're closing the doors, and you think that once you close this door, you're going to be in utter and complete darkness. And Spirit is saying you're not. There's already a path already laid out for you, but we can't let you go down this path until you close this door, okay? And then your bottom deck energy is signs. It says, instincts are the message from the inner divine. So for some of you, the first thing I'm getting with this card is that you've already been in signs that this is going to happen. You've been getting some form of confirmation that this was coming for you, right? And you're listening to this reading thinking to yourself, I know, like I'm not even surprised. You may even be saying that to yourself. I'm not even surprised. I'm not even shocked that this came out through this reading. It's because you know you're on the right path, and you feel that divine truth even before it was spoken to you. You've been feeling it in your spirit, and now it's time to get it not just in your spirit, but get it out into the universe and go through that storm. If a storm is what you need to go through the storm, because what's on the other side is a beautiful acceptance of oneself. It is a beautiful expression of who you are, the true you, the extraordinary you that's on this path, okay? Let's get you some cards. Actually, I want to shuffle these because I use them for pile too. So I want to shuffle them right quick just to make sure we're clearing the energy, okay? All right, Spirit, can we get 2 cards, please, for pile number 3? Ooh, almost threw that, didn't I? 2 cards, please, for pile. There's too many. 2 cards for pile number 3, as well as a bottom deck energy. Is that 2? That is 2. Okay. We have guided steps. It says, trust the process even when your path seems blocked or unclear. I keep moving forward. I would definitely keep saying that to yourself. I keep moving forward. Even if my path is unclear, I keep moving forward. And then you have infusing intent. It says, use crystals to amplify intentions and help to focus your energy. I magnify my soul power. So for some of you, if you are into crystals, I would definitely say that your spirit guides are calling you, your ancestors are calling you to actually try and work with crystals a little bit more to amplify your power, because the truth is the power lies within you, but you can use amplifiers, right? Like you can see on my wrist, I use bracelets as well. I infuse them with my own energy, and I put myself moving forward. I make sure that I put my own energy in there, and I make sure that I ask for what it is that I want, right? If it's an increase in intuition, if it's protection, if it's money, I make sure that I use those as an amplifier for what's already within me, okay? Bottom deck energy is universal design. It says, see yourself as part of a sacred web giving life to your dream. I collaborate with spirit. So your ancestors are asking you to collaborate with them. I think this came out in pile number 2, I think. So you may be coming from pile number 2, but ask your ancestors to collaborate with you. Ask for their help, because they're here to guide you. They're here to put you on the right path. Okay, let's get you some messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, which is one of my favorite decks right now. Let's get you some messages. Spirit, can we get some messages from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck for, pile number 3? Okay, this is quite a bit. We're gonna take them. It is quite a bit. Okay. Oh, it's only 4. Okay, perfect. So we have July. So this could be happening for you. We're in the month of July. So this could have started or is happening for you now in the month of July. We have Staff. It says you will be taken care of in a difficult situation. So you're going to be fine. What did I talk about? That feeling like that, the vision that I was getting of somebody like in a boat in like really, really rough waters, and you need an anchor to anchor you. Your spirit guides and your ancestors are coming in to say that you're going to be taken care of during this difficult time. Then we have October and September. So something could be happening for you in October and September. This could be when things start turning around for you, when things start getting better. So keep that in mind. Oh, well, I didn't even realize that. Did you notice how this looks like what I talked about with the waves and stuff being up and stuff like that? That's what this looks like to me. So it's just double confirmation. Okay, let's get you some more cards. Spirit, can we get some more cards for pile number 3, please? More cards. Thank you. Okay, we have Ear. Good news. Look at that. Crib. It says birth or conception of a child or enterprise. So for some of you, you could be giving birth to a baby boy. I just heard that you could be giving birth to a baby boy. And then we have Angel. It says spiritual guidance, protection from harm. That is your bottom deck energy. So your spirit guides as well as your ancestors are coming through to say that you are going to be protected. For some of you, you are ending a marriage, because marriage was underneath this card as well. So for some of you, you may be ending a marriage. And that may be hard to deal with. That may be a hard pill to swallow. But it is meant for you to end this marriage. If you feel called now, like, listen, don't just listen to some random girl on YouTube, okay? You'll know if it's meant for you to close this chapter. If you and your significant other are in the best of spaces and, like, you guys haven't even thought about anything in regards to divorce or something like that, this is not for you. Don't go ruin your happily marriage or your great relationship because I said it. Like, let's not do that. Okay. Trust your intuition, right? You're a sovereign being. Trust your intuition. Okay. Let's get you 2 cards from the Angel Number Oracle deck. We have 101. It says starting over, intelligence, dynamics, making a difference, failures, personal or spiritual development. Happiness is linked to self-expression. Yep. What did you get here? Self-expression. Some of you have not been able to express yourself. Some of you have been in a situation where you have been living your life based off of other people's. For some of you, this really is about a marriage. It could also be about a job. You've been code switching. You've been doing what everybody else wants you to do. And now you're going to be in a situation where you can truly express yourself. Okay. So I'm going to read it again. It says happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand its process and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. So you're definitely going to be starting something new for sure. This radical truth is about you closing that door, right? It's literally, I think, who is it? I think it was The Sound of Music, where she said when he closes the door some way, he opens a window. That's your situation, right? He's closing a door. He or she is closing a door to open up a window. Okay. And then we have 3333 social skills. It says hope, optimism, success, prosperity, excitement, enthusiasm. It says the problems you have today will eventually disappear. Your guardian angels, you got angel again. Your guardian angels encourage you to maintain a positive outlook on life since your luck may be about to change. What did I say? Your luck may be about to change. It is time to put to use your captivating energy and inspirational personality. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Confirmation. And then you have 1313. It says starting fresh. Wow, your ancestors are definitely telling you that this is meant to be. It says encouragement, goals, foundations, creative ventures, communication. It says step out of your comfort zone. You're about to create something meaningful. All of your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build your confidence and trust in your decisions. So pound number 3, this is, I don't know what else to say to you on this, because this is definitely all the messages that I'm getting from getting for spirit from, getting from spirit for you, and also from your ancestors. I would also say pay attention to the number 3, because you got 43 here, you got 13 here, you got 3 here. So it could definitely be coming out a lot for you. And I also see the number 22, so that could be significant for you as well. Okay, so this is all of the messages that I have for you. Thank you so much for sticking out with me all the way to the end, and I will see you next time in our next one. Bye.